Cancer. Hello, Cancer. Cancer, we are going to use a different deck for you today. I apologize in the delay in getting... that's interesting. Devil fell out. I apologize in the delay in getting these out. It's been an incredibly busy week. I'm a hurting unit now. It's one of those things where sometimes I get so busy that I just cannot get these out to you. Now, for those that have not subscribed, I recommend that you do so because I can't always post on the same day for you. So, that said, let's get into things. So we have the lost compass, getting back to integrity. Maybe for some of you, you have lost your way. You have been just kind of floundering around, really not knowing what to do. Lack of direction. For some of you, it's just you've sort of spun off, maybe in a direction that doesn't suit your morality, where little infringements are here or there. Cards are all of a sudden really sticky. This is strange. So maybe for some of you, you feel stuck and you're looking for a new way back. We have the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So for you, it's like you haven't had time. You've been so busy, almost putting out fires, trying to plant for the future, securing your victory by any means possible. And there's a lot of regret that's here as well. So we can see how that sort of translates through that compass as like, I've lost. Maybe you feel like you've lost part of you. So what is the desire? Rooted girl, or root girl, the disowned self. Now, I'm not intimately familiar with this one. This is also the need for acceptance and love. So maybe for some of you, you feel that you can't be loved. And it's hard to take. It's hard to... it's almost depressing. And this talks about being reintegrated and leading you back to wholeness and true power or true purpose. Your failures, all of these things, it's part of you. This is what's made you you. There's part of you that needs to be reconnected to yourself. A part where you need to go in and show that care because it feels like you've lost it, or you're trying to protect it in some way. That there needs to be a sense of purpose with this Ace of Wands, but also a sense of accomplishment and individual well-being. This is a strange read. I kind of like it. And being able to almost have somebody show you what that looks like. And we see dances on one foot as the outcome. Being resourceful, dancing, saying yes to life, balance. It's kind of a challenge as well, because if there's so many things to do, how do you make time for you? And that becomes part of it here. We see that with the Six of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Six of Cups. This feels like getting back to things that used to fill you, things that made you feel on top of the world, much like you did when you were a child. This speaks to the inner child as well. And then there is success in being able to do that. And from that point, you're able to see into a different future. A different future that you may or may not want to take action towards. We have the King of Wands. We also have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So there can be movement in a direction that seems like a good idea, that could be setting you up for being comfortable, where you're able to take the actions that you wish. I almost feel like self-employment. And we also had the Ten of Swords that just tried to flip out. What you may not see, or what you need to be aware of, is the Devil energy. Eight of Cups, Death, and the Three of Swords. There may be something that may be falling apart for you, something that has always been part of your life, something you may not be able to say no to, something that keeps pulling you back. This time, you're able to walk away from that change, or walk away and change, and then go through those stages, because something is over. And then last three cards, Eight of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Nine of Cups, working on bringing everything that you want into your life so that you feel that successful point. And this other one card wanted to pull out, and there's news coming in quickly about that. There is things that are starting to happen, possibly behind the scenes, that you may not be aware of. And then, as the last card, we see the Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. And rest and renewal speaks to just that everything is well. This whole reading seems to be pointing to self-acceptance, accepting that you have you. You know, you're no longer 7 years old. You're no longer 14 years old. For most of you, this is, an adult reading where, there is parts of you that you need to accept. And those can be those other parts of you that are fragmented, or that you seem as problematic. Really interesting read that just pokes to self-acceptance all over. Yeah. Getting back to your integrity, all of these types of things. That's what I have for you today, Cancer. Best of luck this week. Feel free to give this a thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me know how it resonates in the comments below. We'll see you next time. Stay safe.